Hello everyone, I'm Brian Hubbard and I'm helping to organise the Get Well show, which is happening at London's Olympia from February 21st to the 23rd. Going to be about 90 exhibitors, and also there's going to be some cracking speakers, about 40 of them in fact, including therapists, but including individuals who've overcome a specific chronic health problem. And we're very lucky to have with us today one of those speakers. It's Camille Knowles. Welcome, Camille. Lovely to be talking with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
No, not at all. And now your story is that you overcame eczema. Well, it must be an enormous success because you look radiant and wonderful. And if you had eczema, I must be Napoleon Bonaparte, because it's hard to imagine you ever had the problem. But tell me about it, because I did a quick sort of read up on it before. It afflicts a lot of people, doesn't it? Around about 30% to some extent suffer from eczema, and so it's a massive problem. So tell me a little bit about your particular problem, when it started and how bad it got.
Yeah, so I started with eczema around 6 years old. I remember just having it my entire life, and around the age of 21 was when it hit like the worst rock bottom, and I was covered head to toe in eczema. It got infected. I ended up in hospital, and my head swelled almost double the size.
Oh my God!
So it was like the epitome of like the worst case kind of eczema. And at that point, I was told to take internal steroids and antidepressants to cope with the condition.
My God! And was any of this actually helping?
The antidepressants and the
steroids.
Yeah, I didn't take the antidepressants.
Okay.
That diagnosis kind of recommendation, I went home, and after waking up for around 8 months, covered in cuts, in excruciating pain, showers were the most painful thing in the world. I just felt like I wasn't a human being. I couldn't even get through my days without being in antagonizing pain. So it was that point in my life where I knew I was either going to give up completely, or I was going to find a way to, as I say, live a life beyond eczema. And I said to myself, if I manage to do that, then I'm going to dedicate my life to helping others find that too.
Wow. So what did you do?
So I went on a whole holistic journey, figuring out from, what I consume mentally, physically. So I looked at, my thought patterns. I looked into what I was eating, the way I moved my body, and I came up with a set of hope principles. So anything that worked, I wrote it down. Anything that kind of triggered me, I wrote that down.
Wow.
And came up with the hope principles that I live my day-to-day life by.
Wow. And other people are now adopting this same method, Camille?
Yes, I've got a tribe of beautiful warriors all over the world that have read the eczema book, follow the hope principles, and it has completely changed their life. Wow. So
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Because medicine really has no answers to it, does it?
I would never say that it's got no answers, because I'm not a medical professional. Personally, for me, the holistic route worked best. I kind of wanted to look at eczema as a way of why is it coming out, rather than how can I get rid of it. It was more, I want to understand why I'm flaring in the first place and stop that flare-up from happening.
Yeah. And what do you think does cause the problem in the first place, and then the flare-up? What's behind it, do you think?
I think it can be a number of reasons. For example, for me, my first trigger would be stress. And then stress can obviously affect your immune system, affect your gut flora. So it can be food triggers, environmental triggers, stress, lifestyle. I feel like you have to have a whole lifestyle approach to managing your eczema.
Right. And may I ask, how old are you now, Camille?
I'm 28.
28. Oh, that's fantastic. So have you been completely free of it now for some years?
I wouldn't say I'm totally free of it. Okay. I'd say I still get my odd flare-ups, and again, they will happen if I ignore my hope principles, if I start eating things that I know I shouldn't. If I start stressing and not doing stress management techniques, then I will flare up. But I know as soon as I follow them and get back on track, I'm glowing again.
But the difference is now you're in control of it, aren't you? You know what to do
Oh, exactly. I feel like the power's in my hands. I've got hope. I've got the tools that I need.
Right. I think it's fantastic, Camille, because there are, as we say, so many people with this condition at some level, and really don't know what to do at all. And it must be terrible to be afflicted as a young person as well, which you were, and that you are giving hope in every sense of the word to so many of these young people. And I think it's absolutely fantastic what you've done, Camille. Very brave young lady. And I know you're going to be talking at the Get Well show, where you'll be outlining a little bit more about what you've done, so that others can follow suit. And so I think I can't wait to hear you talk, Camille, and I know there'll be many, many others who say exactly the same thing and want to meet you, and I'm sure thank you for what you've done. I think it's remarkable, so well done. Anyway, everyone should come for 3 days, shouldn't they, Camille, anyway? But it's going to be at London's Olympia, 21st to 23rd of February, and starting at 10 a.m. every day. You can get your tickets beforehand, which is always a wise thing to do because it's cheaper. And that's at getwell.solutions/show. So come along to the site and get your tickets and make sure you're there to see Camille. Camille, thank you so much for being with us this morning and sharing this little bit of this story. Very inspiring, and I know that you've got much more to say at the show, which I'm sure we'll be looking forward to hearing more about it then. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to it.